Brad, how comfortable are you in this offense now that defense, sorry, now that you've had a couple weeks to kind of get your feet under you in camp and rep at that, I guess, will linebacker spot?
Well, spring was a big step in me with that comfortability. So after spring, I kind of got comfortable kind of playing a position and, scheme-wise, knowing what to do actually. And then kind of over the summer, just going through the summer workouts and the things that we were doing there, the OTAs and stuff like that, that kind of helped me, even progress a little bit further with being comfortable at the position. And then, during camp, I feel like I've blossomed a little bit. I've gotten a lot more comfortable, and I'm able to move a little bit more freely because I'm knowing what to do and I'm a little bit more comfortable. So if that answers your question.
Who's the hardest hitter on the defense?
The hardest hitter? All 11, I say. But not really though. Really, all 11, especially in the scrimmage, this past scrimmage that we had, like it was big hits all around. From the secondary to back end guys, LBs of course, and then the D line up front. So really, I can't really pick out one hard hitter. We all coming. So.
How hard has it been and you may not have had to cross paths with him that much, but Juju, a lot of guys have talked about him. How hard is it to
put one on him? Juju, he's slippery, man. So he could definitely be a big potential weapon for us on offense. And he's hard-nosed too, so he plays with a chip on his shoulder. He looks like he's about 5'7", 5'8", probably like $150, but he plays a lot bigger than that. A lot heavier than that. So I give him credit for that, most definitely.
Brad, kind of with a guy like Juju or Marshawn, even like a smaller back like that, how do you tackle a guy like that?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, when they're slippery like that, when they're smaller like that, I mean, how do you approach that?
Yeah, I mean, it definitely makes it harder with them being so small, so slippery, so agile. But really, the best answer to that question is just effort. Everybody on the defense running to the ball, like no taking no plays off, like whether you in the back end or the front seven or the secondary, you just got to be running to the ball. So that way you make it easier on the next guy that's trying to make that tackle or that guy that's out there by himself right now. But just let him know that the cavalry's coming. So.
In terms of the physicality, I mean, Debo was talking about it too, kind of the idea that y'all rep, tackling drills and things like that, and sort of form as well. Just what goes into kind of balancing, physicality with form and wrapping up, and how do you kind of balance the two and stay under control while also trying to sort of pack a punch?
Yeah, well, I mean, I feel like everybody here at this level, pretty much everybody's physical. It's just how consistent are you with that physicality? How often do you bring it to the table? How often do you bring it to the field? Like on the days that you're tired, on the days that you're not feeling as good as you were feeling the day before, like are you still bringing that physicality? So that's one of the main things. What was the other part of your question?
That pretty much covered it. Just how you balance it,
Yeah, but yeah, that's pretty much it. You just have to think about it. You have to focus on it, and not get too overwhelmed with being physical and forget about your fundamentals. Not focusing too much on the fundamentals and forgetting about the physicality. So.
Brad, you've obviously known Sherrod for a couple years now. What's that chemistry like, obviously, between y'all with taking first-team reps, and how have you seen him kind of bounce back after having his season derailed last year, one game in?
Oh, yeah, well, yeah, like you said, I've known him for a good long time. The first time I was actually supposed to meet him was a Shrine Bowl in my high school senior year, but I think he was at the opening, Nike opening, and he didn't end up coming. But, I still got to play with the rest of those guys. A lot of those guys are on the team now. But our freshman year, we were roommates. And, this past year, we were roommates again, So, yeah, he's like my brother, man. So we talk all the time. He's one of the closest guys I'm with on the team. And I consider him my brother. He knows my mother. I know his mom. We look at each other's moms as each other's moms. So, that chemistry, it translates straight on the field. Any questions that I have, me being a first-year linebacker that I need real quickly answered, he knows how to get that information to me as simple as possible and to a way in which I can, receive it and, put it out on the field. But, yeah, I'm excited about it, being able to play side by side with him because it was kind of something we always talked about. We usually on the field together sometimes, but playing side by side is something that, will definitely help benefit the both of us, you know, in this upcoming season. So I'm excited about it.
How's he look out there?
He looks good. Looks good. Yeah.